welcome to my YouTube channel. So for me this is kind of really strange because I've never done a video before. I've definitely never posted anything on YouTube before, so this is really weird for me. But originally I was thinking about doing this video after this weekend when it was my birthday, so I went out with my friends and my brother's girlfriend Jade, who I usually do her makeup for. So because it was my birthday, I obviously did all my hair and makeup. Then I went to my friend's house and I did her hair and makeup. And so then by the time I got to Jade's, it was really late and all of my friends started turning up, and with it being my birthday, she was like, oh no, just go downstairs. So I handed her my palette and my brushes, and you should have seen the look on her face. She was just literally horrified. She had no idea, and she was just literally looking at it thinking, I have no idea where to even start. So I kind of went downstairs for a little bit and was just chatting to my friends and stuff like that. Came back 10 minutes later and she'd had a complete meltdown. Now, the reason why I'm sort of slightly worried and the reason why I've done this video is because I actually bought her that brush set and that palette for Christmas, and I had no idea how scared that she was going to be if I gave it to her. So I've kind of made this video for her mainly so she can watch how I do it, and she can sit at home and pause and play the video like I do with my blogs, which I watch. So I've mainly done this for her, but if anyone else wants to see how I get this kind of like warm, oh, light's a bit bright, this warm kind of eye smoky look, which is perfect for people who have blue or green eyes, and keep watching. I mainly did it for Jade, but if anyone wants to watch, then that's great. Thank you. So I'm going to start with my MAC PaintPot. That is in the colour Soft Ochre. So this just basically goes as a really good base on the eye. So literally, I use my finger for this one. So literally just pop it, and it's really creamy. And it really will help your makeup to stay on all day, and it won't crease either. So I literally just pop that on as the base. Put quite a lot on. So your makeup sticks, and it really does keep it on, like I said, all day. So the brushes I'm going to be using are basically, a long time ago when I first wanted to get some brushes, I was looking at all the different expensive ones like Sigma, MAC, and I basically, at the time, I was following a blogger called Morgan Alice Beauty, that's it, and she basically posted these brushes and said that they were really good. She said that she's got some MAC brushes and she thought they were pretty much just as good, so I'll just show you them. So they're Coastal Scents. They come in this wrap as well, and you get 22 pieces, and literally they are really good. So you get like a fan brush, you get a couple of foundation brushes and some eye brushes. I pretty much do use it mainly for the eye brushes because I love them, and there's so many different types, but I'll show you a couple of them as I go through. So I'm going to start off with this brush, which is the fluffy brush, and I've only just realised they're numbered, so it's number 12. So I'm literally, the palette I'm going to be using today is my Morphe 350H palette. It is so lovely and so warm. I'll show you before I start. As you can see, so many warm tones. This palette, though, I will be honest, is usually sold out. So if you'll see it anywhere, I would buy it, because I literally saw it on False Lashes when I originally got it. I saw that there was in stock, and I know it was like out of stock everywhere. So I literally bought two, one for myself and one for Jade for Christmas. So I'll just show you the palette first. I'm going to start by going in with this shade here. So it's very warm, but it's not quite as orange as this one. So it's the second shade down on the right. So I'm just going to put some on the end of the brush. And I kind of hold the brush at the end, just so when I go in with it, I'm not going in like really heavy. So that's start on the outside and just work your way in. And I kind of just blend it up as well. So just like that. Now I don't go back into the palette at all with this one. I literally put it on my brush, start in the corner, don't start anywhere else because it will probably be too dark. So hold your brush at the end, literally start at the end, and just keep going until you're happy with the blend, because it does need to be a really blended bit, this bit, because you don't want this bit to be harsh, because you can kind of see it quite boldly because it's higher than your eyelid. So you just want to keep blending it until you're happy with the blend. Which I'll see if I can show you a bit closer, like that. So I'm just going to do the other one quickly. Cool. So this next bit then, I'm going to go in with, just grab my brush first. So this is the Coastal Scents number 15 brush. Kind of fluffy, but a bit more flat than the other one. And from the palette, I'm just going to show you, I'm going to be using, oh, the lighting's not brilliant, this shade here, which you can't really see very well in the lighting, but it's kind of like a champagne-y colour. And it's really, really nice. It's kind of like shimmery. So I'm going to get quite a bit on my brush on this one because I'm going to flat. So I'm kind of like just dabbing it in like that rather than like doing that because it's a shimmery shade. And I'm going to kind of pat that one on starting from the inner corner. And this is the one that you probably end up going back into your pot a lot because you kind of, because you're dabbing it, you might not use as much product. So just keep going back in and keep dabbing it on. And take it right out to where you blended the last bit, just so you got that even colour. And I even take it down a little bit into my tear duct as well. Like that. So this kind of helps it really kind of stand out and give it that really vibrant kind of colour. So the next shade I'm going to do is just a kind of a transition shade between the two. So I'm just going to grab my brush. So this is from the Coastal Scents and this is brush 11. As you can see, it's kind of like, it kind of is designed to go in the creases of your eye. So I'm just going to show you the palette again. So the colour that I'm going to be using on this one is going to be this shade next to the one we used last time. So it's kind of like it's brown, but it's more of a warm brown. It's not as dark as these kind of bottom shades. So I'm going to go in with that one. Again, what I would do with this one, because it is a darker shade, I'd probably tap the product a little bit off on your hand first, just because before now I've literally done it, gone straight in, and there's too much to blend. So you want to kind of go into the corner. Again, you want to bring it round, and then you want to bring it in like that. So this look is kind of a little bit darker than maybe I hoped. I have got work in a minute, but never mind. So yeah, just do the same with the other one. Okay, so next up that I'm going to do, I'm kind of done the top bit now. I'm going to move on to the bottom bit. Now, if you have blue eyes, this look, you should 100% try it because I've kind of got bluey greeny eyes, but when I do it on Jade's eyes, they literally just go bright blue. Now, this next step is kind of what helps that. Now, it's actually putting the brown or the eyeshadows underneath the eye. Now, originally, I watched other people's videos and stuff, and they kind of go straight in with the shadow, but I kind of don't really like that. So what I do use shadow, but before I do that, I go in with a pencil. Now, kind of gone with the days where I used to wear big, fat, thick black eye pencil. So I actually use this one at the moment. It's the Bary M. It's a brown pencil. I don't think it's very expensive. I think it's probably a couple of quid. Well, I go in with this one first, so I'm just going to do this in this mirror because otherwise it would probably go really wrong. Oh, my nose, not helping. Like that. So kind of, I focus more on the outer things, but then it depends on your eye shape. That's just mine. So I'm just going to go in with my next brush. Now, before I put any eyeshadow on, I'm going to go in with the brush first. So this is the Coastal Scents 18 brush. If you have a look, it's quite small and flat, really flat. This is key when you're putting the eyeshadow on because I don't know how many times I put eyeshadow under my eye and it's gone all in my eye and then my eyes been watering all day and it's ruined my makeup, so there's no point of even putting it on. So this one I'm going to do next. I'm just literally going to, again, I'm going to do this in a little mirror just because it's a little bit more attention needed, but I'll kind of will show you afterwards. So just kind of blend it like that. just to blend it out. No harsh lines, like I said, used to love it, black eyeliner, but not anymore. Also, I find as well, if you blend it in underneath your eye throughout the day, if it does come off, it doesn't look as bad. Like when you've got that black eyeliner look and you can see like smudges and stuff, it just looks awful. But if it's a blended kind of natural colour, then it doesn't look as bad. So I'm going to go in underneath now with some shadows. Now I'm just going to go back into the palette. I'm going to use the same colours as before. So there's only one new colour I'm going to use, but I'm going to go in with the 2 shades here first. So these two, kind of mix them together, and then I'm going to pop it underneath my eye. So just literally dab it in each, just get a bit of product on there, and then start again from the outer corner and blend it in. So as you can see, it kind of starts to really warm up the eye. So I'm going to do it with the other one. Almost don't need to go back in as long as you've got enough on your brush. Like that. So next one then, I'm going to go in with a little bit darker shade. At the bottom, I'm going to go in with this one here. So it isn't too dark, but it is dark. It is brown without being. So what I will mention actually, just as I looked at that, when you're doing the kind of top bits, like these bits up here, make sure you always stick to a matte shade. Because the amount of times I have looked at the shimmery shades and I literally am like a magpie. I'm like, oh my God, look at those shimmery shades. I need to put them all in my eye. But if you do put the shimmery shades up the top, then when you take photos or you see it in the mirror, you can't really see the colour because the shimmer catches the light. So I just wouldn't really bother, if I'm honest, with that. So I don't know if you can quite see the colour because the lighting isn't brilliant, but that's kind of quite of a warm now underneath. So I just kind of keep going back in with the different shades. If I'm like, oh, I want it warmer, I want it cooler, you can go in with the brown or you go in with the orange. But as you can see, it kind of really makes the blue of the eyes like stand out. So next up, I'm just going to do a little bit of liquid eyeliner and my mascara. So I'm not very good at like flicks and stuff, I'll be honest. I'm not going to be doing like flicks and stuff, but I do like to just put a little bit of liquid eyeliner on the top of my eye, and I think it does help the eye to kind of just look a little bit bigger. So I'm just going to do this quickly. Lovely, so that's that done. So the last kind of 2 steps that I do is I use another eyeliner. Now this one is Rimmel London Smoke and Shine. Now this one is in the colour, I think it's Copped Bling. Now Jade actually bought this originally and I was like, oh my God, it's so nice. But I like to use it just on the actual waterline, just because it's a bit more shimmery. You wouldn't maybe want it underneath because you don't really want shimmery underneath, but I use it on the waterline and it does really, again, help your eyes to like pop the colour. So it's really nice. I'm just gonna put that on now. Like that. So last step, I'm going to put some mascara on. So I'm just going to do that quickly again. Perfect, that's all done. So literally that is pretty much all I do for my warm eyes. Now this look I do wear every day, maybe not as harsh with the eyeliner, but for me I love the warm look, and I do, oh it's autumn at the moment so it's really nice. Oh actually it's winter. Can't keep up with my months. So yeah, this is the look that I do for my smoky eyes. Jade, like I said, this was mainly for you, but if anyone else did watch it then cool. So yeah, thanks for watching and I will see you.